Hi, right. This is my guide to using a smokeless Moxa stick for doing Moxa on the acupuncture point bladder 67, which is what we use to help turn breech babies. What we need before we start is we need a glass jar with uncooked rice in the bottom and a lid. Okay, this is going to be used to help extinguish the Moxa stick at the end of the treatment. Right. You also need something to light the stick with. So you would have opened your little packet, your stick, and what you find is something that resembles a stick of charcoal. They're quite difficult to light. So you'll either need a lighter, a gas torch, the gas barbecue, or a candle. Okay? They do take several minutes to light, and when they're lit, they glow red hot, so they never come in contact with the skin. You'll also need something like an ashtray and maybe an old spoon or something so that you can scrape the ash that might build up on the stick off. Okay? Right, to light the Moxa stick, what you do is you light the end. Now, I'm using a gas torch because it's just the fastest way to do it. But even with a gas torch, you can see that it does take some lighting. If you're using a candle or the gas barbecue, then what you'll need to do is hold it over for a bit, take it off, blow on it, hold it back. So you might find that it does take several minutes to light. And when it's lit, because you'll either start to see it go orange, or if you hold it close to your hand or the back of your hand, a couple of centimeters, you should feel some nice warmth radiating off it. All right. What you will also find is that the Moxa stick will ash over. So again, this is when you need the old spoon or some other scraping device and you just scrape it off. It's much better to scrape the ash off gently than tap it because you don't want to break the Moxa stick. They're quite brittle. Right. So now that that's lit, I'll just show you how to extinguish them. And basically when you finish the treatment, you pop them in the jar on the dried rice, the uncooked rice. You pop the lid off and they will go out as it gets starved of oxygen. What that means is that the next day, when you're doing it again, you can take the Moxa stick out, scrape off any ash, and then you're ready to light it again. Okay? The thing to remember with the Moxa stick is that the end will glow red hot and it never comes in contact with your skin. For using the Moxa stick to stimulate bladder 67. Bladder 67 is on the corner of the little toe, and I'll show you where that is. What we'll do is we'll set up the Moxa stick to sit on top of a glass or on top of a can or something like that. And what you want to do is you want to sit that on a coffee table or a flat surface, and then you'll get the woman who we're stimulating the point on, to place their foot on the coffee table next to it. Okay? And I would do that. Set this up like something like this, and if you need to do it on a can, you might need to put it on a book or a block to get to the right height. Okay? We'll show you what that looks like. To find bladder 67, you imagine a line running across from the base of the nail and the side of the nail, and where those two lines would intersect would be where the point is. Now, the Moxa stick is large and that point is small, so you don't have to be completely accurate. Just aim for the corner of the toe. Okay? Okay. So this is now a Moxa stick that is alight. Alright, so there's heat coming off it. It's glowing red hot. It doesn't come in contact with the skin. If you set it up like this, with the foot on the coffee table or someone sitting on the couch or whatever, then the woman can adjust her toe, how close it is, depending on the heat. And you want a nice toasty heat, but not hot. You don't want to burn yourself. So this will get hotter over time. And so when it gets too hot, you can either just move your foot away and then come back again, or if that continues to be too hot, then just move the foot a fraction away and find the right sort of temperature. So the treatment is to do 20 minutes on each toe. Okay, so you've finished the 20 minutes on each toe. All you need to do then is just peel the tape off the Moxa stick. The Moxa stick goes in the jar on the uncooked rice, lid on, and that'll be extinguished after a few minutes. And then you can start again tomorrow.